The United States national debt is the highest that's ever been. Currently, the government owes more than $22 trillion. But before we get to numbers, let's see what an economics professor has to say about national debt.
The national debt is the total amount of debt that the U.S. government owes to all the parties that it holds its bonds. So every year, the U.S. government runs a deficit. Basically where its expenditures are greater than its income. And they have to finance the difference by borrowing. So take all the deficits that have happened over time, essentially, add them up, and that's the debt.
What is the difference between deficit and debt?
Deficit is a year's phenomenon. The debt is a total accumulation of deficits. So if you take a student loan of $10,000 each year, you have a deficit each year of $10,000. But by the time you graduate after 4 years, you have a debt of $40,000. Debt is the accumulation of deficits.
So once a country is in debt, how can it fix that? One way is to spend less. In the United States, that would mean cuts to major programs such as Medicare and Medicaid, the military, and Social Security, a big political issue for legislators. The other way to attack debt is to generate more income by increasing taxes, which is unlikely to happen under President Trump. In fact, in 2017, Trump administration made major tax cuts, which eventually raised deficit, and that's why national debt started going up faster than expected. Professor Dukowski says both ways to decrease debt are painful, but cutting money for the military may hurt me and you more than anything else.
This can have big impacts on entire communities. And we've seen that happen in upstate New York, where a military base closed and it really just literally took down the area.
The professor says policymakers usually wait for a problem to actually happen before they take any action. Dukowski adds he doesn't foresee any drastic change in terms of tax increase and the program changes in near future. For NCC News, I am Malika-Budur Kalila.